Yes, welcome back to the WWG1 Group A. I'm here as always with my brother Alex, and we open up with Sonya Deville.
Yes, kicking off with women's action. It is worth mentioning with the current situations in the real world that nothing changes in our roster. We somehow don't manage to waste Samoa Joe.
All of the Iconics. Just of note.
Yes, of course, all our condolences going up to those that are losing their jobs in over the past few days. God, WWE
Yes,
is an awful company.
they have their moments, and the game isn't much better, but we're gonna chug along regardless of the real world ramifications.
Yes, there's a reason why we're using 2K19 and not 2K20.
Mainly as I don't want to record, but this we will be starting with Naomi being Sonya Deville's opponent.
Yes, Naomi higher in the rankings than Sonya currently.
Yes, after Naomi's win against Bianca Belair, which, man, the real world has a weird way of being the opposite of this, huh?
Yeah, we have some very interesting standings in our world versus the real world.
Yes, and one of them is factually accurate.
One of them is Oscar at 0 points.
Yes, and one of them is Kenta also had 0 points. Apparently, it is not the greatest time for those more familiar with a New Japan setting.
Which is surprising given this is a New Japan style tournament.
The magic of randomization. Anyway, Naomi's going to kick off with an aggressive start. Beautiful roundhouse kick to the back of the head there. I must admit, I have been quite skeptical on Naomi in the past. Must be said.
And
But
that is fair. Like she
I,
has not exactly got the biggest showing at any point.
yes, especially for a person of that length of career. But regardless, her victory against Bianca Belair was pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, like when she won against Oscar, people were figuring it was a fluke because the whole Carmella thing. But after the Bianca win, people are getting a bit more like behind it, I think.
Yeah, meanwhile, you had Sonya, who has really had quite bad luck in her matches, losing to more powerful competitors in the form of Shayna Baszler and Billie Kay.
Yeah, I
But
think Sonya's probably used to having the power advantage in a lot of matches, so she's kind of been getting some of her worst opponents out of the way early.
yeah, definitely. I think Sonya kind of excels where she can just be the aggressor. Unfortunately, it just has not been the time recently. Of course, these two very familiar with one another in the SmackDown roster, having faced in singles action, including battling for the Money in the Bank qualifiers. Well, back as 2018. So there's quite a history between these two.
We have seen how like knowledge of your opponent can be like the deciding factor in matches.
Yes. And even then, in matches where there has been none, it's always been experience.
Sonya Deville hitting a spear out of nowhere and Naomi just kicking up, taking
Is
none of it.
I have to admit that is one of Naomi's talents is just being able to get back to a vertical base. So you have it go for the pin.
Like, on top of just like that, it's just the resiliency of tanking a spear like that. It's not something
Yes,
everyone can do.
most definitely it is not a very common thing to do. All of someone's weight driven into you your midsection's gonna wind you, but Naomi, the second wave of steam.
Yeah, just firing Naomi up. Send corner to corner. Gets the midsection blocked. Converts it into a dragon screw.
I mean, the argument here, though, is that in singles competitions, these two are one apiece. Naomi won first, but then Sonya managed to recover later the same year. And these two really haven't faced off aside from tag team action.
Strategy wise, it does seem like Sonya's working the legs a bit, trying to take some of that running offense away from Naomi.
Well, we've been seeing a lot of submission games, to
I
be
was gonna,
fair.
I was
Well,
gonna,
like submissions.
gonna say we've been seeing a lot of submissions as well. Might be looking to employ something of her own.
Planting the face down, the head scissors.
Yeah, short angle Rana. Looking to follow it up. Well, we mentioned submissions, but I think that might be a bit bad positioning. But we did mention that this locks your arms up, so positioning
Yeah,
becomes less irrelevant.
this has won from similar positions before. It's become Naomi's trusted technique. But Sonya just being able to kick out there.
Yeah, using her knees to fight out of the field at close submission.
Well, it must be said, Sonya is quite known for dealing with submissions. The sense of knowledge there. Go for a
Triangle.
triangle choke.
Triangle. Arms not
Right.
fully passed, I don't think.
Not until Naomi's going to vertical base, just punching Sonya square in the jaw.
Paraminx carry takeover. Couple of hard strikes from Sonya. Sonya think that might be enough.
It has been in the past.
Only gets a 2. I might be wrong. I don't think we are too used to seeing Sonya going to the top.
Most definitely. Sonya way more of a ground and pounder, but decided to go with the missile drop kick.
Missile dropkick avoided. Naomi now makes the same mistake, but takes a bigger bump. Going to the outside. Go behind. Takedown. Reminded that there is 20 counts in this tournament.
I mean, the good thing is, Sonya is skilled at both aggression and control. In her MMA career, she had one submission victory and one knockout victory. Of a 3-match career. Only losing via decision one time. So you gotta really keep your eye on the ball with Sonya. You never know which one she's gonna go for.
Yeah, Sonya has the variance, has the pedigree with the MMA background. But I think it's probably fair to say Naomi's got more of the wrestling background.
I mean, most definitely. Naomi having debuted in NXT Season 3, back when it was an old reality show.
Yeah, full mount from Sonya, just taking some hard, like giving some hard shots to Naomi.
Though that being said, Sonya Deville herself debuted during Tough Enough.
Yeah, one of the few people that debuted during that last season of Tough Enough. One of the few
Most,
that actually made it anywhere.
most definitely, there were others. We do not name them.
Funnily enough, neither of the winners we ever saw on television.
Yes, that is the hilarious aspect of it all. Oh, you two got there, Sonya. What is she thinking? There's a kick.
Yeah, strong kick to the midsection, driving all the wind out of Naomi.
That is enough to put Naomi away. still returning to her ways of victory there.
It was quite a back and forth contest for a large portion. Then the villagers managed to gain control towards the end.
Most definitely, but that's just how it goes sometimes. It's as I always say, it's not the level of your victory, it's just having the victory.
Yeah, it takes 3 seconds to pin someone to a mat, and 1 second to make someone tap.
Most definitely. Congratulations to Vale getting 2 points on the board once again. Now, we did mention this individual during our last match, having been quite unfortunate as far as the standings go.
Yeah, it's the only man still at 0 points.
It,
Yeah, looking to make. Oh, he's not mathematically out of it.
I mean, he's not mathematically out of it until next week, depending on if he wins.
Yes, like to be mathematically to have a decent chance now, he has to win every match going
I wouldn't
forward.
even call it a decent chance. No offense to
Well.
Kenta's skill.
So 12 points is your standard for winning. If he
Yeah,
wins,
okay.
so if he wins every match from this point on, he
Which
has
is
a decent chance.
mathematically poor.
Yes, but
And not only that, but he's lost to the 3-4 runners of Group A.
well, that's I think that's the thing, isn't it?
That's its own kind of worms. That really muddles it, don't it?
Because that's I think that's going to be Kenda's biggest problem is if he gets up in there 12 and everyone else is also on 12, then
Yeah,
the people that
like,
he's lost to are going to be the people that are
yeah,
going to need those wins.
like, let's be real. Balor, McIntyre, and Bryan have all beaten him. And they only have to do half the work. And hell, Shelton might beat him.
Now
He did beat Samoa Joe.
it's worth talking about actually in this match. Both of these men, not quite the top of the card by any sense. Uh, but
Yeah,
both men like being molded by that pressure a lot. Like Shelton's been going and training, going back to doing some revisions, going back to some more of his roots, and Kent has been doing a lot of practice with his striking game.
most definitely. This is also the first you versus me contest for the evening. I know we've put our bets in different places. I've always got to back my boy Shelton Benjamin.
Yes, to that end, Shelton are probably going to be looking to pull out a bit more of the amateur style, where Kent is going to be looking to hit those hard hitting strikes.
Most definitely. The thing is, Benjamin, I think, just needs that time to shine. You know what I mean? He is a phenomenal athlete.
Yes, but he did just run into a kitchen sink.
A lot of people have run into kitchen sinks. I think every great wrestler has ran into a kitchen sink at one point.
Kenta out the back.
Not an actual kitchen sink, just to clarify.
Yeah, no, that like that knee to the midsection that you see people do, that's called the kitchen sink. I know a lot of people
Yeah,
don't call it. O'Connor roll.
yes. Quick kick out there by Benjamin.
Might have actually been in the ropes there.
Interestingly enough, these people have never faced. Benjamin has some history with the Bullet Club and past members. He's fought Carl Anderson in a G1 climax to an unsuccessful victory. He wrestled Gallows in the tag tournament and in G1 climax, which he won.
Looks for the cover after the regal style knee. Does not get the pin.
Well, Benjamin has a bit of Bullet Club history. Kent, of course, is completely clothed in the Bullet Club.
Still fairly new Bullet Club.
In the scheme of things, yes, probably one of the newest members.
I think it's only Evil really that's newer than Kenta.
I would have to double check that. It's
Well,
been a while.
I guess by extension, Dick Togo.
We don't refer to Dick Togo. We just don't refer to them.
That's fair. Shelton putting in some power game here. Looks to control Kenta in the corner.
That's definitely. I do believe you are, however, correct about Mr. First name inappropriate Hojo. Togo, sorry.
Well, because Richard Togo came in with like as Evil's heater, so and Evil like turned after Kenta did.
That's just the way it is, unfortunately. Kanta's been showing a bit more. I don't want to say the word coherence, I think just awareness.
Yeah, he's been absorbing quite a bit of damage over like while we were talking about that, and just straight in with a hesitation drop kick there, out of nowhere almost. Only get good enough for a two, but yeah, he's just been sort of staying there and absorbing damage, almost roper doping Shelton. Might be looking for it. I don't know if we've seen him hit it yet this tournament, and we're still not going to. Goes for
Did
the
the modified knee.
yeah, goes for the knee to the face instead.
Still only a 2 count, though.
As I was mentioning it, have we seen the go to sleep yet? Because
We have not seen
I feel like Kenta might
Kenta
actually,
unveil technique.
yeah, I feel like Kenta might actually been avoiding it for some reason.
Yeah, Kenta really has not been using the technique he's pioneered.
Double drop
And
avoided.
been trying to go for other moves to try and. There's the complete shot. Teddy Shelton seems to be moving away from, still incorporating it, I see.
Yeah, like I don't think he's stopping using it. I just don't know if he's like I think he got the one win on of it, and like the second two rounds just didn't get anything from it. So it's not
Yeah, I
relying
think
it as a finisher.
he was trying to go for something there. Gets referred to his troubles, busted wide open.
Running
Nasty
knee, yeah,
collision.
the running knee can only damage that head even more.
Still only a 2 count.
Yeah,
Shelton being very resilient there.
but I think it's fair to say that Shelton has a weak spot now.
Most definitely it's a weak spot you could target with the go to sleep.
Armbar applied.
Shelton's still not going down.
Yeah. Not letting the blood loss get to him.
Also not letting bloodlust. Now there's the whole idea of seeing red, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he's keeping quite calm and cool and collected.
That elbow just straight to that cut. We could be seeing this again. But yeah, dropping down to the knee.
Looking to take advantage of the cut in the head. Think it might be enough, and it is. Kenta on the board finally.
Yeah, Kenta finally off the starting blocks and still refusing to hit the go to sleep.
I was gotta say, it was not the cleanest victory for Kenta.
No,
Definitely a lot of struggle against Benjamin.
yeah, and I'd say it's also quite a bloody victory.
Oh, most definitely. It's one of the only times we see someone cut open.
Yeah, there's not been too many injuries, yeah, no matter how minor during this tournament. Yeah,
Yes,
just
that's just the nature of the beast, as they say.
don't know if we're gonna get it in the replay, but just the way Shelton's head bounced off the mat and the caught the ropes just seemed to open him up, and then yeah, that running knee followed it up with it. But yes, this man is not out of it yet.
Most definitely not. He's finally on the board, but will he recover enough to stay in the running? That is the $1 million question for Kenta.
And in the end, will it come down to ties? Will those first few losses be his downfall in the end? It's a lot to find out as we go through the tournament, but congratulations to Kenta to finally getting points on the board.
Here's we are continuing with the women's side of Group A. And with Ruby Riot.
Yeah, one of the women that's in the higher end of the division, sitting at 4 points.
Most definitely, Ruby Riot was successful in her contest last round, facing Selena Vega. Today is battling an opponent I don't believe she has faced very much.
Actually, I think they might have faced at the tag team gauntlet at WrestleMania, thinking about it.
That is true, but I think that was the most recent in not a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's typically been tag team competition as well.
Yeah, so I don't doubt we've seen a singles contest between them. And of course, it's worth bringing up again two of
Oh,
the
of
people that
course.
no longer with the company.
Yes. It's almost as if it was a terrible decision.
Yep, breaking up one of your best tag
I'm not
teams.
salty. Yeah, I'm not salty. No, I'm still not annoyed by it.
Multiple
Totally.
multiple people in the women's division that still remain say it's going to be a lot less. The women's locker room is going to be a lot less fun with Billy Kay without Billy Kay around.
Well, no, Tamina, literally, I know that she's the opponent eventually for Billy Kay this round, right? But even Tamina thought that was a stupid decision.
Tamina is on in the other group actually.
Is she? Well, that's a potential matchup in the future then. Depending on points allocation, but still. Yes,
Billy.
These two last faced off last year. It was a taping for main event, would you believe?
I'm not surprised.
Isn't that the most unfortunate thing in the world?
That's Ruby Riot on 4 points. Billy Kay just only getting onto the board in the last round.
Yeah, and only just getting planted by a DDT. Ruby Riot has been more successful in this matchup than Billy Kay. The current win-loss goes to 3 points Ruby, 1 point Billy Kay. So you got to think Ruby is a bit more confident going into this match.
Yeah, the previous win loss record, and not to mention the being ahead in the tournament standings definitely gonna give you some confidence, but the distraction from Peyton Royce paying some dividends again.
Oh, most definitely. As you mentioned, these two last squared off in the tag team gauntlet match, WrestleMania. It's not successful getting the win. However,
Yes, no, but all teams were unfortunately stopped by the Tamina train.
and the Natalia not sharpshooter.
Yeah, clearly WrestleMania didn't get the memo about sharpshooters being overpowered in this meta.
Yeah. I remember was all going, oh shit, not again. I think that was the reaction we had I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, our own tournament is bleeding into our wrestling watching experience.
That might be an issue, but we'll have to see in the future. Ruby going for the choke there.
Yeah, just blatantly going for the throat is Ruby.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen a more disciplined Riot? And typically like a wild frenzy. Makes sense for Ruby to adopt a more frenzied style.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to keep up with an opponent that you can't tell what they're gonna do.
And did you just see that ring awareness by Ruby? I just need to point this out. Barely avoiding Payton on
Yeah,
the outside there.
went to the outside to recover, but then remembered Payton was there and slid right back in.
That is smart. That is awareness. All the credit in the world to Ruby there.
What's Ruby right looking for here? That's all of a mass behind that power bomb.
Yeah, not only that, but you've also just driving the knees in. You see the canvas just bow down. Highlight how
Senton
much
connects.
Yeah, there's a senton, more trusted technique. Only a 1 count though. Let's move into the nearly 4 minute mark. Ruby's thinking about it. There's the riot kick.
Yeah, right kick connects. Pulls Billy away from the ropes, and Payton doing a work again, distracting the ref.
Absolutely fantastic timing by Payton. It's
That,
this timing that won Billy her last match.
that was a strong looking shot there.
Oh, most definitely.
Might have been a closed fist. Either way, Billy Kay just managing to lift the shoulder up.
Yeah, it's only a 2 count. Billy not trying to get to a vertical base.
Saw that modified neckbuster last time.
Definitely. There's the big boot. Classic technique of Billy Kay. Go for the pin. Oh no, to put down Ruby.
Both women showing some significant level of resilience.
Most definitely both putting up with their opponent's signature kick.
Just shoulder tackling and running down Ruby.
Billy was trying to think of a technique, it looks like. Gets caught off by Riot.
Fights out the top wrist lock. Billy now. The electric chair drop into the corner.
Yeah, that's a technique we don't see every day.
Readjusting using the ropes.
Not able to score the pin, however.
Touches the clothesline, gets Ruby caught up against the ropes. He's gonna use that to advantage.
Here we see it, Billy going for the pin again. Still be a 2 count.
It's times like this that you gotta just not get frustrated as a competitor. Just like don't worry about the fact that your last offense didn't work. Go to hit some more.
Absolutely. Going for you as another pin. Still only a 2 count.
Yeah, hits that modified neck brainbuster again and still doesn't get it. Fist drop connects, but Ruby just tanking the kick and follows up with a short spike runner.
We're seeing Ruby go for the advantage. Still only 2 counts so far.
And neither woman wanting to give up. This late in the contest. Step up, Inzaguri hits clean.
Ruby thinks it'll work. Still only a 2.
Trying to get the crowd behind her. Put in some stunts, now working in the neck. Shot rattled K.
Lost touch trouble, went for backdrop. Billy flipping out of it. There's the boot again. Using what little momentum she had to her advantage. And Billy picks up the victory. Looks like Billy Kay will be joining the 4-point club.
Yeah, quite the back and forth contest. We saw both women absorb a lot of offense. I think both women absorbing what is arguably the other's best shot at least once.
Yes, this is actually a bit of a worry for Ruby. She's been win-loss, win-loss. This start and stop mentality not going to help her in the long run.
They say momentum makes wrestling. Well, yeah, Ruby's back and forth with wins, where Billy Kay's now on a 2-win streak.
Yeah, this is what you want to be, and this is how you want to go. Gotta give Billy credit for getting every bit of momentum she could for that big boot. Well, speaking of this year's WrestleMania, appears that we have one of the retaining champions in our midst.
Yes, and not quite at the top of the division anymore, but still holding near the, still hearing up in the 4-point bracket.
You know, it only takes one slip for Shayna to rejoin the top of the bracket. Baszler, of course, just behind Dakota Kai. An interesting turn of events that does not mirror real life in any way, shape, or well,
Yeah,
Baszler was unsuccessful to Beth Phoenix.
I was gonna say Shayna having a very dominant performance so far in the tournament, except for when it came to fighting the legend Beth Phoenix. Just got outpowered and outmatched in that one.
Definitely, but I think she's put the worst matchups behind her. And she doesn't really have to worry about the power game here. All the opponent's face.
So
This is an interesting reality.
this is an interesting glitch in the Matrix. I have no idea what has happened.
Oh my god! You know, and some days someone's gonna comment, "Wow, you're not a professional." Do you think actual commentators have to deal with this? Do you? Do they have to deal with people whose faces are jet black?
I don't think regular commentators have to deal with
Ah,
faction.
so they can rejoin us as he.
There we go. Selena Vega.
Something.
Selena Vega's face, head, and everything, hair, and everything else. Tips of her fingers on one hand, slowly returning.
Yeah, there we go. We're certain. We have no idea what the hell caused that.
Regular commentators do not have to deal with this.
Yes. Was that a pop-up cutter? Hang on.
Yeah, that was a cutter from Powerbomb. That was a Powerbomb cutter.
I just said, don't worry about the power game. Get Powerbomb cutted. Jesus.
Guess we're the ones getting caught underestimating Selena Vega this week.
I mean, who expects a woman of her size to powerbomb cutter Shayna Baszler?
That is fair.
Like, That's like asking Rey Mysterio to suplex the Big Show. Oh, Jesus. There's the trademark Hurricane Rana we've seen. Vega, question mark. Paul. I don't know if we can still call Vega Vega now.
Well,
That. Are we sure it's not Mystique in disguise?
no, it's black, not blue.
Okay, can still be an alternative Mystique.
It was very concerning, whatever it was.
This commentator has been caught off guard many a time, but that's probably the weirdest time. I swear to God, if physics break now, I'm gonna cry.
Are you sure last week wasn't the worst time you got caught off guard?
We're not referring to that.
It's literally the opening of the show.
We're not referring to that. That was an honest to God mistake. That was a Michael Cole level commentary botch.
You mean box like structure level?
No. That's way above that. Basically going for the pin after the shin breaker. Like box of destruction is a completely different kettle of fish.
Box like structure. You mean a box, Michael?
Yeah, like I would go as far as throughout the peacock.
Throughout the peacock.
Vega looking for capitalizations on the double knees in the corner. Only a 2. Vega's powering out. Yes, Shayna now to vertical base. Reason she's won the longest reigning women's tag champs in WWE history.
Yeah, strong and accurate striking game, backing up a very, very powerful submission game. But
Some could argue it's the reason Nia Jax is also the longest reigning women's tag champion.
oh good, Discord has restarted itself. And again, Zelina Vega going for the pin. Zelina Vega wins. Unfortunately, my co-commentator not here to see it, so I will have to I'll have to wrap this one up on my own. But yeah, a surprisingly strong showing, and we were talking about momentum at the end of the last match about how one slip can just keep causing more slips, and one win can keep causing more wins, and we might be seeing the momentum slide away from Shayna Baszler. Zelina Vega also joining the 4-point club. Like, Zelina Vega not exactly the most, with the best momentum either. I think win, loss, loss, win. You can check that quickly. Yes, win, loss, loss, win. But it's probably better than win, win, loss, loss. So, yes, congratulations, to Zelina Vega. I don't know how my co-commentator feels about having 2 of his people both now on 4 points, but we can ask him in the next match when things have fixed themselves. This match was very broken. I apologize. We apologize, and we'll hope that things start fixing themselves. Well, glitches in the multiverse hopefully repaired for now.
Am I alive?
Yes. Welcome back.
Am I living? Holy hell!
So Zelina Vega won.
Shit!
So you now have. So now both of those women are at 4 points.
Oh yay! That's the result I wanted. I mean, I wanted this guy to be on more points, so who am I to judge?
Yes, we move on to Ricochet.
Yeah, thankfully he was not missing a face.
You say thankfully, but Zelina Vega came out missing a face and she won, so.
Yeah, but it also kicks me from the entire commentary desk.
We don't know these things are related.
My commentary desk literally turned into a Cthulhu, okay? Trust me, it is related.
Yes, we may be mostly just using the in-game roster, but the faults of being in a shattered fracture of the multiverse still come into play.
Yeah, my drink is now on the floor. I can't trust this announce table.
I feel like your drink being on the floor is the least of your concerns.
It's honestly quite high. Oh no, I think he's missing a torso. He's
Yeah.
missing a torso.
He's missing
Oh,
torso. He's missing fingers.
Oh, no. Oh my god, no.
At first I was like, wait, I don't remember giving Shawn Michaels like a black vest. No, he's just Shawn Michaels is gone as well.
It's a sexy boy has lost a bit and sexy.
Reality is collapsing slightly.
Wait, this is me. He could be missing arms too.
Yeah,
You just can't see him.
yeah, his fingers are gone as well.
God damn it, why is my desk Cthulhu again? Can we get proper desks?
I have a proper desk. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I don't bloody know either. Jesus Christ. Someone needs to get me a better desk, I tell you. Please tell me his chest is recovered. For the sake of the audience.
Nope.
No!
Okay. Well, Shawn Michaels is wrestling this match. Like Shawn Michaels has involved the power of the void. Gets hit with a backslide immediately.
I feel like you're in grips.
Oh, like this should be such a good match. It's gonna be mildly.
Entertaining.
There's gonna be a bit of distraction going on, I think.
You haven't booked out something for me. My God, sorry. Oh, let me recover. I'll come back to me in a second. I'll say what's funny. Michael's underneath the head.
Needs the head, finding out, then misses whatever he was going for there.
Okay. The funny thing is, his neck's like I can see Michael's neck, and it's like this spike in the back of the neck. It's an uneven texture. Oh God, it's killing me. What in seeing the void of Shawn Michaels? Beautiful power bomb, though. Gotta say,
got wrench power bomb from
that
Ricochet.
void. That void probably weighs 500 pounds.
Yeah, working the part of the void that is currently representing Shawn Michaels' arm.
Yeah, okay. The real talk. First, the video feed kills on me.
No. First, Selena Vega comes out without a face.
And then the video dies.
Then
now Michaels is missing practically all of his upper body.
Maybe more of it we can't see.
We don't want to know.
1960? Ricochet saying hello to one of the other men in the bracket.
There's one on, apparently Matt Seidel.
Yeah, three standing shooting star presses in a row onto the void that is Shawn Michaels. And the feed dies again. Once again. Audio resetting. There we go. Co-commentator Rez returned. His audio is a bit dead.
It's not.
There we go. We're back. This episode has been a disaster.
God's sake! What's happening?
Shawn Michaels going for the pin, kicking out.
Someone get me a video feed. Stop.
Goes for a stump puller. I think we're gonna have to go to a short intermission.
I'm ready. I see things.
Right, we are back from intermission. The technical issues, at least on our end, have been fixed.
Yeah, my chair became Cthulhu too, and that got scary. Oh shit.
Benadrylla hits, connects.
Yes, I saw 3 shooting star presses. I got it press. Then it closed. Then I screamed at the void. That is literally my last 2 minutes.
The void is steadily consuming the show,
The void is the NWO
and
of our world. It's taking over too much already. Beautiful suplex there with the pin attempt. I am sorry, the void has killed me mentally and physically. My stomach is burning a void.
Ricochet going to the top rope.
Seeing another shooting star, that's your 4th this. Oh, Jesus.
And Ricochet's not done. Back up to the top.
We're getting a 5th.
No,
No, we're
not
getting a 640.
630 connects.
I can't do maths. I apparently can't do a free count.
It's only good for 2.
God damn it, after 4 shooting star presses. I have to give Ricochet credit for the last thing I saw him do, though.
Triple standing shooting star press is very impressive.
Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ, one after another. Did that cause the void to expand?
I do not know.
Is the void retribution and is Ricochet Mustafa? That's the question. Go for a pin. Oh,
Shawn Michaels still holding on.
oh, Jesus.
Jay sending Shawn to the corner once again.
Yes, apparently not fan of the void shirt. As I'm just going to refer to it. It must suck for sure not having, fingers. And possible vital organs.
This is a interesting setup for a move.
A nice execution.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'd call it, but
I would call it a stretch slam.
I was gonna say it ended in a face buster, so we'll go with that.
Yeah, sure. Good to stretch slam. Look for the inverted DDT. Misses it. Gets trouble. Yep.
Immediately kicks up.
Yes, that we don't know the properties of this void that is Shawn Michaels.
Is it enhancing him? Is it debilitating
Is
him?
it
We do know.
Is it decreasing him? Yes, it's decreasing him. That's what we're gonna call it.
Ricochet now stretching the shoulder. of Shawn.
Has it replaced his legs? We don't know.
We don't know if it is also consuming his legs.
We would need to get a medical expert to check that. Is the void the pandemic of our universe? That's the question.
Kick to the midsection. Double underhooks. Wait, what?
Wait a minute. I think I know what he's going for.
That's a Stormbreaker.
Shouts out to Ospreay. Beautiful. Did we just see Shawn Michaels lose to Ospreay?
We
We
did
just did.
Yeah, we just saw Shawn Michaels.
The void of Shawn Michaels.
We just saw Ricochet hit a void corrupted Shawn Michaels with Will Ospreay's finishing move.
WWE 2K19 is a perfectly made game. Maybe we should have done 2K20.
No,
You know what I
we
mean?
would have to restart so many matches if we were in 2K20.
I know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Ricochet calling on the moves of some of his old friends slash rivals.
Yes, I know they recently just had a shout out on Ricochet's Twitter, but oh, who am I kidding? It's Ricochet. The guy's phenomenal.
Yeah, we also saw him here at 1916 earlier in the match. And you gotta think at some point he is gonna have to fight Balor.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I'll say that for free. That will be one hell of a contest, but for now, congratulations, The Void. I can't believe I'm praying for Samoa Joe to just be Samoa Goddamn Joe. Thank God. A semblance of normality.
Yeah, might have gotten fired, but he's not been corrupted by the void, so
Yes. I don't know which is the worst fate.
he's got that going for him.
Yeah. I feel so sorry for Joe.
Yeah, Joe, I
He
think
fucking
is
do.
most people agree Samoa Joe's probably the biggest. Like, wow, you fucked up that hard.
Like, wow, you kept Byron Saxton?
Like, even Renee Paquette was like, wait, how did you screw up Samoa Joe this part?
Yeah, how? You literally just had him on commentary for WrestleMania.
Like, you had so many opportunities to get him off the desk and just be like, come up and destroy people. And nope, you just kept him there. You had him in a poncho, for fuck's sake.
So that was great. Oh, please, please be Finn Balor. Please be Finn Balor. Please. No Void. No Demon Void.
I was like, is Void Balor just Demon Balor?
No, it's worse. It's the super. Oh, please don't do these delayed angles. Oh, thank God.
Everything seems to be somewhat stable now.
I swear if he's missing a back, then we just can't see him. Oh, no.
I don't know how that one would happen.
And I didn't know how any of it happened before. Oh, Jesus.
Yes,
Well,
trying to return back to our regular
there is,
scheduled.
there is history here, and that should pretty much really set the stage for this match.
Yeah, these two competitors, winners of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Yes, then Joe beat Balor for the NXT Championship. The championship he won at Beast from the East, making Balor the first champion, I believe, to win the title outside of America. I could be wrong in that assessment, but it feels right.
It sounds right, yeah.
It sounds right in my head.
Yeah, two of the NXT greats. One of them's back in NXT, and the other one is no longer with the company. Seriously, how does Vince keep screwing this up?
Yes, this is a serious talk,
Like,
and I know that that sounds weird considering we just had the damn.
yeah, like
But
all
real
void
talk.
silliness aside, like, can someone please like sit down with Vince and tell him to actually watch NXT?
Yes, please, for the love of Christ. Okay, I can confirm Balor's back is fine. Oh god, the ref had voided.
I think Kenny voiding is our least like.
Don't know about that. I mean, he's meant to be impartial.
I mean,
Jesus.
I don't know if being corrupted by the void is makes you lot impartial.
I mean, the word corrupted kinda indicates it. You know
I
what
mean,
I mean?
it's not corrupted with any association to either of these men, so
I guess. Joe's dodging the kick, going for a Joe suplex. Now showing why he is the Samoan submission machine. You know, that thing Vince keeps forgetting.
one of the many things Vince keeps forgetting.
Yes, like what is a Gronk?
And where the hell is Keith Lee?
And where the hell is Gronk?
No one cares about Gronk.
I care about Gronk.
I don't believe you.
I miss the White Tiger.
I don't believe you.
Given the rest of his show, is it less believable?
I don't.
Well, there you go, folks. Balor working on the legs of Joe. Not often you see someone go for the legs of the big guy.
Yeah, but not a terrible strategy. Like you, a lot of the like Joe has a lot of power and a lot of kick based offense. Taking away the base does, it does reduce the ability to hit those kicks. It does, take away some of the lifting power.
That is true. Joe was able to counter the drop kick into a power slam. for working in another submission.
Belly to belly. Balor.
Samoa Joe is, of course, the first ever two-time NXT champion. Both of these men happen to hold that accomplishment.
Yeah, both men winning NXT title a couple times.
Yes, it's Joe versus Balor and Nakamura, both in the block. And Balor against Kevin Owens, and in a fatal. Was it fatal four-way or was it triple threat?
Triple threat, I
I know,
believe.
I know it was Ciampa and Gargano, but I think there was a fourth to it. I know it was a four-way because Adam Cole.
What's that I'm calling it?
It was Adam Cole. Yes, I remember.
Well,
I
Samoa
remember
Joe
as
had a hit.
certain as I just saw that audience member go through our barricade.
Yeah, Samoa Joe had a heel hook in. Finn Balor fought out. Samoa Joe hit the standing Uranagi and got the pin.
That kind of caught me by surprise. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we normally see harder moves from Joe to win and harder moves to take away Finn, but
It's almost as if getting rid of him was a bad idea.
yeah, this is
He can possibly train people. Not at all.
somewhere very far away. Someone is
I,
using this as a sign of something.
oh no, that was already suggested by Brian Alvarez. Don't worry.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of Joe in probably a
Yes,
lot stronger things after the whole no complete thing comes up. But
yes.
until then he's still here.
Hint, hint, Nick Aldis. Hint, hint.
Yes, until then he's very much you'll still see him here, and he's now at 4 points. Congratulations, Samoa Joe.
It appears Sami Zayn also not affected by the.
Yeah, the man who in our last round has rethunk his game plan quite a bit, and it seemed to have paid off. Let's see if he sticks to the new strategy.
Most definitely. Fortunately, he did lose to Benjamin last round. But no, he did not lose to Benjamin last round. I am delusional.
Yeah, no, like got his first win in the last round. Like I said, he switched up his strategy, stopped going for the haluva kick, and went back to some old moves. The diving DDT through the corner, and the Koji clutch came back. Koji clutch
Most,
got him the victory.
most definitely did. Now that I remember what happened. I mean,
We sure the void isn't getting to you as well, Dan. Yeah.
what is the void? Well, thankfully, the void doesn't seem to be affecting anyone now. It's hard to say, but Shinsuke seems perfectly fine. Again, a lot of history in this matchup.
As Shinsuke's WWE NXT debut was against Sami Zayn
I
in
feel
one
that
of
that's the mildest way to put it.
in one of the best matches they've put on.
In the history of NXT, even to this day. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this was still ranked in the top 10.
I would certainly still rank it up there.
But it's the caliber of people involved as well. So this is the king of strong style.
Yeah, it was the king of strong style versus the what many considered the ace of NXT at the time.
Yes, in the final farewell. Well, at least one of the final farewells for Zami. Passing the torch, so to speak. Nakamura is the person I would argue is the most successful Japanese male in WWE history. Now, he hasn't won a world title or anything, but he's had quite a lot of great matchups.
Yeah, some of the best matches. Has had a couple mid card titles, and I think at least one, if not a few more, tag title runs.
Indeed, he has held the tag titles with Antonio Cesaro. He's held the Intercontinental and United States Championship. He's also a Royal Rumble winner. And above all else, he also went on to main event WrestleMania against.
Like commentator's microphone still having some issues. Don't know.
Welcome to the Void apparently affects mics.
Because I don't know if it's void issues or just in general.
Both.
Complete shot from Sami Zayn. Stumps the arm. Elbow drop.
Yeah, I was just listing the accomplishments of Nakamura before apparently my mic decided to kill itself.
Yeah, I think we got most of the way through it.
Yeah, we got most of the way there.
I think we stopped as you were trying to mention. I believe it was AJ Styles.
Oh, okay, that's a great place to end it.
Yeah, like you basically got I made event ended WrestleMania against and then cut out. So
Yes, he may have entered WrestleMania against some
someone
no one knows
who will not be named goes for the splash. Shinsuke with the knees up.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about the little things.
No, always gotta worry about the little things.
There's the stun gun of sorts onto the rope there.
Another elbow drop. Goes for the cover. Only a 1.
Zayn is returning to a more animalistic style. Getting in whatever technique he can do.
Taking advantage of whatever seems to be gifted to him. Kick to the side of the head, rattled Zayn.
It's our power bomb. Force of gravity onto your back's gonna hurt.
And Shinsuke special inverted exploder.
Yeah, Shinsuke's feeling he's just staring at Zami.
Just waiting for him to stand. Sends him to the corner. Needs the midsection blocked. Sammy off the ropes.
Gets elbowed for his troubles.
The midsection second kick grabbed. Single leg. Into a single leg Boston Crab.
Yeah, technique locked in. Nakamura kicking his way out.
Using those strong legs to power out.
Shinsuke likes Sonya Deville's skills at submissions. Having been an MMA fighter in his own right. Sammy's returning once again to his old techniques.
As he dives through the corner into the tornado DDT.
Spun right round and dropped face first.
There's not many people that could pull off a move like that. It's surprising they don't have him do it more often.
He's too busy being a conspiracy theorist. That's why.
I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah, that's why.
Maybe the Void is the conspiracy.
No, let's not have the Void leak into the real world.
You never know. And for the pin. It's gonna try to rely on the ropes.
Only a 1 count. We've seen quite a few people go for the dirty pin, and it's not been too effective for anyone so far.
Well, it's to be honest, I don't know why. I think maybe it's just bad timing.
Because you should be getting a lot more leverage off of the ropes, but it's not seeming to add much for most people.
Yeah, I guess it's Again, just bad timing, a bad choice of when to do it.
Ushigoroshi.
There's your favorite word.
And a series of stomps, then goes to work on the arms of Sammy.
I always hate when they pull the arm back that far, just breaking the shoulder.
Yeah, hyperextending the shoulder. Running forearm connects. Gets it back up. German suplex.
Did he just?
Yeah, he's copying Shinsuke's
That is
taunt.
extreme. That is extreme. Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Chop blocked.
Might regret it.
Looking for another Shinsuke special inverted exploder suplex.
Say that 5 times drunk. All I can say. Goes to the pin off the suplex. Only a 2 count.
He's measuring for it.
He's looking to wrap it up.
Kicks to the midsection. Kinshasa.
Ah. That's all he needed.
Yeah, that's all she wrote.
Shinsuke finally will be joining the 6 Points League. Joining joint first.
For the time being, at least.
Most definitely guaranteed to be at least second place by the end of the night.
And we see that just ineffective use of the ropes, and there's that second Shinsuke special inverted exploder suplex.
Yeah, I think Zayn got a bit too cocky, perhaps.
Yeah, we saw him like basically doing Shinsuke's taunt like 3 or 4 times. Is just a part of just like the psychology of that, and like just firing up Shinsuke doing that, but it's also just wasting time. Honestly, like I think a rare misstep, I think, from Sami Zayn here, but
Yeah, I think Sammy tried to dethrone the King of Strong Style. Didn't work at all. Credit to Shinsuke for just realizing the situation and nailing the Kinshasa.
as Kinshasa getting Shinsuke 2 more points. Congratulations.
As night descends upon the arena, it is time for the EST of the tournament to make her return.
Yes, brought back the hair whip at WrestleMania to win herself a championship in the real world.
Yeah,
Having mixed results so far in the tournament.
it's definitely a lot of confusing physics.
As far as tonight's gone, I think Bianca Belair's hair can have a pass.
Yeah, sure. I will allow it to have a pass. Especially considering Shawn Michaels. Still, Bianca Belair, current SmackDown Women's Champion.
Only sitting at 2 points, and
Will
what
be battling the former Raw Women's Champion.
who is the only woman still at 0 points.
And ironically, was beaten by the person who lost Belair at the Royal Rumble. It's a small world. But yes, Asuka has had a disappointing time in this tournament. That's putting it lightly.
So yeah, Oscar at 0 points, the only woman at 0 points. and Bianca Belair at 2 points. As it stands, the only woman at 2 points. So either both these women end the night on 2 points, or Asuka gets left in the dust, and almost every woman in the division is at 4.
Yeah. Asuka's, again, not had a great time. Yeah, we don't know what it is, to be honest.
Like, the first match, Carmella, physics, yeah, okay, fair enough. But after that, she just hasn't recovered.
I think she's psychologically scarred from metaphysics.
And you got to point out, like, we have been using the WrestleMania set, and Oscar is what's the opposite of undefeated at WrestleMania?
Ever defeated?
Yeah, Oscar has
I
never
think it's
won
a
at
word.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. She is the biggest loser. She's lost more than Jeff Hardy. At least Jeff won once.
Just boot onto the
Yeah.
throat there, off the
Bianca
rope,
Belair.
skating a little. Let's hold on to hopes that physics isn't dead yet.
I think there's a lot more things that are dead than physics. Let's be real.
Yeah, so let's not add physics to that list, shall we?
Mm.
Godbuster.
Yes, hair physics are definitely a bit of an issue. As far as no one's ever tried to choke Belair using her own hair.
Yeah, like I think Sasha was thinking about it in that match about like using it to enhance the bank statement, but didn't really commit to it.
Mm.
And I mean, if she's allowed to whip people with it, I should think it's allowed that people are allowed to use it as.
Yeah, perfectly valid.
Yeah.
Of course, Bianca celebrated with Montez Ford. Not that anyone watching could have seen it. Not a single person got to see it until the recap.
Yep. No, they didn't even do that one as a quote unquote WWE.com exclusive.
Yes. Even though they have literal YouTube videos.
I was gonna say that
WWE.com exclusive.
they call them WWE.com exclusives, even though most people who watch them on their YouTube channel.
Which is not on WWE.com. Ah, the joys.
WWE unaware of what the word exclusive means. Also unaware of the, but then again, this is the company that is also unaware of what the concept of a uh,
Tag team is.
tag team is. Yeah,
And what Samoa Joe is.
contract.
A Gronk. See that sort of glam slam of sorts there from Belair. Beautiful pop-up kick there.
Backslide bomb. Sucker kick to the back.
As I'm keeping my eye on the audience, actually. Because I noticed one of their heads went through the barricade earlier.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think there's a lot more things to be concerned about right now.
I mean, yeah, maybe the fact that Asuka's about to kick out of submission.
Sends Belair off the ropes. Arm drag. Soulbutt looks to follow up.
There's the butt. There's the cage out.
Yeah, the bum IE, if it were.
Oh, king of bad puns.
I'm just
Asuka lock! The Asuka lock locked in!
it's locked in deep. It's close to the ropes, but Bianca Belair not quite able to reach.
Just extend your arm, Bianca!
Manages to pull the arm.
No,
from the neck.
I think Asuka let go. She did! Why did she let go again?
Yeah, a lot of people letting go of submissions.
Asuka's been guilty of that every time now.
I think we've only seen the Oscar locked in a couple times. Maybe that might actually been the second time.
Yeah, she's just. I don't know why. Why is she not letting the Ascalon do the work? Like, fair enough, face buster and all that, but
Yeah, nasty elevated facebuster there off the ropes. European uppercut from Bianca Belair.
looking for something.
Oscar out the back. Hip
Because I'm
toss.
dry.
You'll
Yes,
get
hip toss for the troubles.
you'll get it eventually.
Yeah, yes, I'll eventually know the difference. Until then. Clothesline, clothesline. Ducks into a super kick.
Yeah, caught Bianca Belair on the jaw.
Caught by Asuka on the jaw, but sure.
No, Oscar caught Bianca Belair on the
Oh
jaw.
shit,
Just what I said.
The void has
Cross arm breaker
original.
locked in.
Yeah, perhaps look for another letting go again.
It's weird. Like, how can she be so overconfident, sitting at 0 points?
Yeah, that is the question we all want to know. Like, sure, Bianca's not doing the best, but she's doing better.
Well, yeah, one win is better than no wins.
Yeah, and I've got a feeling she's about to get powerbomb for her triples. Close enough.
Yeah, bugged Bob mechanic.
It's the falling. The oopsie. The oopsie bomb only gets a 2.
Yeah, the I can't hit a power bomb.
The
Only
power
gets 2.
bomb. The bomb power.
It's not an inverted power bomb. It's just failing to hit a power bomb.
Whatever the double axe handle on a grounded opponent.
Not the wisest decision.
That was a choice.
Series of kicks to the midsection.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta pretend it makes sense. That did not make sense.
We're gonna get the cover on the roundhouse.
Maybe. Apparently so.
Yeah, we have seen her win with that roundhouse shot before. Has been a while. Yeah,
I still have to say, that was quite a sloppy victory, all things considered.
I think quite both women making a lot of mistakes in this one. I think.
Oh, most definitely. But I think Asuka not keeping the Asuka lock or cross arm breaker locked in. Just a strange choice.
Yeah, considering how successful submissions have been in this tournament, I don't know why anyone would think it's a good idea to let them go willingly.
Like, and here we go again. There's the break. That wasn't anything to do with Bianca.
Yeah, like the Oscar lock that one might have been in question, but that arm breaker that was Oscar. That was 100% Oscar letting go.
Yeah, I still believe they're both Asuka. I'm happy for her to win, but she needs to step it up.
So yeah, both women in this match now with 2 points.
So Asuka has gone from last place to last place.
She's gone from last place to joint last place.
I guess at least you're with good company.
And that leaves just Andrade and Bobby Roode in the whole tournament without points.
Yes, both of them are my choice.
Our last match in the women's division kicks off with our leader of the women's division, Dakota Kai, the only woman currently to not have a single loss.
Yes, and the only person you will not do their chant for.
No, I don't do the Lacey Evans one either.
Yeah, but you don't like Lacey Evans.
I have multiple different picks that I picked on jokes that I'm not using.
You don't like Lacey Evans. It's fine.
You're right, I don't like Lacey Evans.
Precisely, rest my case.
I picked
Kai's...
Lacey Evans, but I don't like Lacey Evans.
I mean, I'm surprised Kai's undefeated. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm surprised Kai is undefeated. I expected Kai and Oscar to be the exact opposite way around.
Yeah, I thought Kai and Liz. To be honest. I know different blocks, but still, hopefully, a Hall of Famer can ground Kai. Beth Phoenix was successful in preventing the winning streak of Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, Beth Phoenix slipped at the first hurdle, but has won her past 2 rounds. So starting to pull up some momentum.
She'll be looking to go joint first by beating Kai, and that would arguably put Beth in a better place than Kai.
I put Beth in a very good position. She's beaten Baszler, and if she also beats Kai, that gives her the tiebreak advantage.
Pretty much, this is a very good thing for Beth. How's Frank speak English? A very good way for Beth to just take the lead. Meanwhile, someone who's playing Halo.
That normally doesn't show up. That's interesting.
Yeah. I guess shout outs?
I don't know if that's appeared on the recording or not.
Congratulations. Anyway, someone in the world is playing Halo. That is just life.
Yeah,
They're going to give the stat suplex into the float over.
barely
I
gets
don't
a
even
one.
work out.
Just
Our referee looks like Mikey Mike has had to retire for a little bit.
yeah, Kenny taking a break.
Yeah, he's gone to say hi to Mikey Mike.
So some
This
people.
is Johnny Johnson.
I believe you. Some people said we've been overworking Kenny a bit too much, getting him to do every match. So we give him a break every now and again.
He's been overworked. We had to do the void. We had to deal with the literal incarnation of the. But we overwork. Okay. Either way, guy with the flu.
Yeah, laying flat with the inverted DDT. Off the ropes.
Beth's going for the running smash there. Missed the opportunity. Countered with a jawbreaker.
Kai hyperextending the leg of Beth Phoenix.
Phoenix returning to his strength. Snap suplex goes with the hold the leg.
Yeah, fisherman suplex. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Oh. Colossal clutch applied. Kai quick to work her way out.
With Beth returning to domination. Squishing Dakota Kai in the corner.
Those educated feet put to good use.
As that was the roundhouse kick. Phoenix rolls to the outside.
Like we mentioned it before, I think the phrase educated feet was made for Dakota Kai.
I mean, I think it's mainly been adopted for Dakota Kai.
Yeah, the point. I think more so the point is I don't think anyone has quite fit like that sentiment as much as Dakota Kai does.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe Leo Rush. But aside from that, yeah, I'd agree.
Dropping the knee across the face of Beth Phoenix.
Trying to grind the clams onto dust, so to speak. Beth once again getting out of the corner.
Fireman's carry. Michinoku driver, I believe.
Yeah, modified Michinoku there from the firemen's. Not seen the Glamazon pull that out before. Goes with the wheelbarrow facebuster.
Looks to transition into that modified surfboard we've seen before.
Yeah, it's just yanking on the orbs.
Dakota Kai had to give up.
Holy hell! Someone is beating Kai!
And as our last match ended with both women in the match on 2 points, this one has ended with both women at 6.
Beth's been looking for that tool in the arsenal, and I guess she's worked it out.
Yeah, we saw her pull it out and just as almost more of a wear down before, but this time getting the win from it.
But that was the good thing about this technique. Watch how she deals with the legs.
Yeah,
Those educated feet can't do much the way they're positioned. Her
ties.
knees tight as a
Yeah, it
bone.
ties up everything, and I think that's what the problem was. I just don't think Kai had a way out.
Yeah, I think she just got pressure.
I think that was one of those
Hold
ones
up.
where Kai just was like, I don't know how to get out of this. I'm better submitting quick and conserving energy for later in the tournament than trying to fight and struggle against it.
Most definitely. Regardless of it, Beth claiming the victory here, staying on a roll.
Keeping the momentum on Beth's Phoenix side, we now have no undefeated women.
But there's also the fact that, again, she now has a tiebreak advantage. So, well done, Beth Phoenix. Well, the sound of bagpipes can only mean one thing. This is your main event of the evening. And McIntyre is first up to compete.
We just mentioned how there is now no undefeated women. We're about to have one less undefeated man.
Or two if it's a draw.
Draw isn't defeated.
I guess, but is it a victory?
It's not a victory, but it's not a defeat, so they'd still be undefeated.
Fair enough. McIntyre escorted to the ring by Aleister Black, calling themselves the Pact.
Yes, a friendly agreement to meet in the finals in a match that has never happened.
Yes, in a hypothetical what if scenario, because both men really want to go to war with one another.
Yes.
And so far, it's been going quite well for them.
Yes. An effective team formed on a mutual respect and a desire to fight one another and meet in the finals of the tournament.
But to do that, McIntyre has to keep being in front. And there's only one person currently in his way. The man some would call Mr. WrestleMania, at least for the modern era. And the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan, also undefeated.
Yes, both men here. Currently sitting on 6 points. And likelihood is by the end of tonight, only one of them will still be there. There is, of course, always the possibility of a draw, but we have yet to see a draw.
Yes, what a hell of a time it would be to see one tonight. I doubt there's any confusion as to what side the crowd is on.
Of course, a reminder if it does go to a draw, both men will score a single point.
Yes, it will both be on 7. But whoever, if someone loses, I should say, we'll be seeing who is tied second place with Shinsuke Nakamura. This is quite the deal for Shinsuke. You might want to pay attention.
Yeah, I imagine there's quite a few people at the back watching on this one. Shinsuke, of course, also up there at the top, and the opponents these men have next week or next round would probably be watching on. Daniel Bryan will be going on to face Finn Balor in the next round. Drew McIntyre has Shelton Benjamin for the next round.
Yeah, some would consider McIntyre lucky in that case. You got to remember that's next week. He's got to focus on not McIntyre. He's got to focus on Bryan
Yeah,
this week.
both men need to focus on this match more than probably any match in the tournament, as this will likely decide the forerunner of the tournament.
Yes, to keep bringing up tiebreakers advantage. This match practically guarantees it. If McIntyre wins, and he and Daniel Bryan would share points, McIntyre would automatically win the Group A bracket for the men's side. And of course, vice versa for Bryan.
The rules of the tournament mean that very few matches, like even something that's on paper seems like an insignificant match, could be a major decider overall. And this is in no way an insignificant match.
There's also the moral, well, not moral, I guess, what's the term I'm looking for? The morale boost that comes with it.
Yeah,
You get to be ahead of the game, so to speak.
we've seen people before have just really bad starts, like pick it up by the end of the tournament, and though they don't win, they've had like major title shots coming out of it just because like they turn their title, like their the way they turn the whole tournament around. Like I think Juice Robinson's a pretty good example of that. He had one year that he had a really bad start. I think that bad start was due to an injury, and he ended up not only having a really good showing by the end of the tournament, ended up challenging and winning for the US title.
And there's your one New Japan fact per day. Either way, McIntyre going to stomp on the head there. Follows up with the Glasgow Kiss. Looking for a very quick,
It takes full man.
brutal
Now,
victory.
yeah, so it assumes a full mount to do more damage to that head.
Perhaps not amused by his loss to Bobby Lashley. Both these men were unsuccessful this WrestleMania. Different titles. Same result. There's the Claymore. Only a 2 count. First kick out of the Claymore we've seen.
I'm not sure about that. I think there
It-
might have been one last round.
The first one of much significance.
Daniel Bryan rolling to the outside. As safe as far as you can't get pinned out there.
Yeah, but you're still opening Drew McIntyre's assault.
Pile driver, even more damage to the head and neck of Daniel Bryan. It's fair to say that Drew has a game plan here.
Most definitely. Black and him probably works it out backstage.
Just go for the head.
As I was saying, that the outside might not be the best for Daniel Bryan. After all, we have seen the tope con hilo from Drew.
Drew can dive, but like I said, at least on the outside you can't be pinned. Heel hook now in one of those misnomers. It's not a heel submission; it's just a heel hook. It's more of a knee submission.
Most definitely. There's a submission expert.
Yeah, it's like the misnomer of which leg is damaged by the figure four.
McIntyre returning to the head.
Nova Gessler kiss staggers Bryan against the ropes.
McIntyre not done choking the air out of Daniel Bryan.
Picking him back up. Another
Glaswegian kiss. Oh, Yeah,
Showing his love in only the way only true can.
they say the Samoan head is tough. They haven't seen the Scotsman.
Future Shock DDT floats into
One of
the
the best.
cover.
One of the best in the business. How is Brian still alive?
Well, no one has ever doubted the fortitude of Daniel Bryan.
Absolutely, but you have to question the endurance. How much more does he have?
DDT to the back of the head.
McIntyre's going top rope.
Calling to get up.
Please tell me it's not top rope Claymore.
Little short on the diving clothesline.
And potentially a slip up.
Yeah, might have not quite got off the top ropes properly.
Which would turn into the assault with the backdrop.
Stumps the arm.
And now, dead weight suplex. Nearly a powerbomb.
Stomping away.
Brian needs some breathing room. He needs the crowd on his side.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan trying to feed off the crowd.
But McIntyre, again, the
Shot,
assault to the head.
yeah, shot on clothesline. Another deadlift. Back to that full mount.
Brian has gone through a lot. There's a fourth Glaswegian kiss.
Lots of love from Glasgow.
Sending his love. Selonians! Daniel's just refusing to go down. And there's that deadlift powerbomb.
Yeah, after a stomp to the head as well.
I think we know what he's going for.
He's getting as much distance as possible.
Tuning up the modern band. Clock number 2.
And the drums ring out. And Daniel Bryan still won't stay down.
Are you kidding me? Holy hell.
Just when you think it's enough, Daniel Bryan will say no.
Who the hell gave Daniel Bryan the secret to invulnerability? Jesus Christ.
Elbow drop connects.
4 Glaswegian kisses, 1 future shock, 2 claymores, still not enough to put Bryan down.
Now with the
What's
yes
giving
kicks.
yes kicks? God damn.
Looks for the
See the
cover.
opportunity for the pin. Not enough to put the psychopath down. McIntyre again returning to the aggression of Brian's head.
This match getting close to the halfway point.
Yeah, so far I might believe it's been the longest match in Group A.
I think it's certainly the longest male match we've had.
Most definitely. Back and forth. But Brian somehow continuously pulling out a new way to survive.
He
A
looks like
new set of
looks like he's aiming it up. Knee plus
Misses
avoided.
Misses the knee plus. Was going for the Glaswegian kiss. Brian went too far.
Went for it again. Caught a jumping clothesline.
Oh God. lot of love from Glasgow. Oh!
Another dropkick avoided.
Shout out to Sheamus. Misses it.
Plays out with the DDT.
Rope break.
Yeah, goes for Dragon Sleep too close to the ropes.
Johnny Johnson doing his job.
Danielson stomps.
We might actually see a draw by time.
Stomp to the arm.
We may actually see that. Let's just bring in that reality. Brian seems unstoppable.
I believe that's cattle mutilation.
I believe you would be correct on that. I don't think Drew's going to tap out, ever. Drew, I think, still pissed about the hurt lock.
Yeah, I don't know if either man's going to tap. Might have to make him...
How about both, for God's sake?
Imagine to fight his way out.
Every time. Oh, never mind! LeBell lock!
LeBell lock. Hold of the 1,000 names.
Drew immediately!
Yeah, Drew not staying in that one.
Jesus, I'm popping and I'm not meant to be popping! Holy hell!
Forearm in the corner hits.
Another painful attempt by Drew, come on!
Brian kicking out. Brian claps his hands to get out the hold. He gets hit with a kick to the midsection. Spin out.
My feet is recovered.
Yeah, spin out facebuster.
It appears I saw he gets another kick out. We'll miss another kick out.
Top wrist lock applied.
The furthest point, I think, of any match in the tournament. We are in the 12th minute.
Certainly getting up there with Paige and Natty from the first round.
Definitely. McIntyre has been going for that head every single time he can.
Yeah, like I said, seems like McIntyre's had a game plan going into this.
Was he in it again?
Oh, yes, kicks.
Alistair could feel it from there.
European uppercut.
Says she go for it again. Gets caught from a kick, gets kicked himself. Hammer throwed. Hurricanrana.
This match has been very back and forth. Dropkick to the back. Drew says no.
I can tell you, like, hell no. Belly to belly.
Yeah, release belly to belly, just tossing Brian halfway across the ring. Brian out of the back door. Pop up. Another Hurricanrana.
No kip up from Drew that time. Brian somehow surviving so far.
Yeah, Brian looking for the spot of the crowd. Kick caught, shoulder tackle.
Yeah, I think maybe he was going for the third. Yes, Kiss. Last week, Kiss gets counted with an. Yes, Kiss gets counted with the other. There's the Kiss. Oh no. I think Drew's thinking about flying. Never mind, I thought he was going to go on Air Scotland. Going sitting outside for the first time in the contest. Oh, why do I feel Daniel Bryan's going to go flying?
Daniel Bryan taking too much time.
This is what he didn't want to happen.
Inverted suplex.
McIntyre, I think, where the time? This match is 15 minutes. Yeah. Now it is officially the longest match.
Definitely think so now.
I can definitely say so without needing to remember.
Swing up facebuster into the ropes.
taking every opportunity. Hammer throws Brian.
Uppercut
Over the-
blocked.
I'll say the upwards throat chop. Mr. Opportunity goes for the backdrop, crushing the arm. Roundhouse kick.
Yeah, roundout kick, drop Drew, but Drew's fighting his way back out.
Let this not be a mistake to highlight Drew's skill with the white noise there. Drew is going toe to toe with one of the most popular people in WWE history.
Drew
And we're
now.
about to see it again.
Second
The-
future shock.
Is it enough? Are you actually kidding me?
Brian still not staying down.
I feel the frustration of McIntyre. I'm here, for Christ's sake. Uh, uh, words have failed to capitalize. Have failed to accurately state how much endurance Daniel Bryan has.
Yeah, it's no sentiment how much, like, both these men have as far as reserves. The bell lock locked in again.
Build the ring again. McIntyre taps.
McIntyre finally having to tap.
Black grabbing at his own head, realizing the ramifications.
Yes, the long-term damage might come into effect with that head.
That was insane.
Like we are not even halfway through the tournament. To take that much punishment to the head could have some effects later on down the line.
Most definitely, McIntyre laid it all out. For WrestleMania is just the stage for Daniel Bryan. Still undefeated. In what has to be said to be his best victory to date.
Yes, we look on to the next week as we return to the B block. Some interesting matches with some interesting stakes. Liv Morgan looking to continue on her current run of dominance, the past couple of wins, and cut off the rise of Alexa Bliss.
Indeed, meanwhile on the male side, the two joint leaders, Aleister Black and Owens, will be involved in separate matchups. Black will face Kyle O'Reilly, while Owens faces a long-time friend of his in the form of Cesaro.
Cesaro also on the up and come over the past few weeks as well, so a lot of stakes going in there. And Leo Rush now also coming off his loss to Kevin will look to bring momentum back against Adam Cole.
Most definitely, and who can mistake Kairi Sane, having done well in Group B, getting her opportunity to take the lead against Natalya.
Lot of points to give still, a lot of matches still to come in this tournament. As I said, we are not even halfway done as the B block continues next week. Until then, I am Alex Angels.
And I am Mr. Uso Bredox.
Ta-ra!
Take care.